The NCP CCI Electrical General Examination is comprised of multiple choice questions. There are 120 questions and you are given 4 hours to complete the exam. The exam covers several key areas. Firstly, electrical codes, which includes the National Electrical Code, NEC requirements and interpretations in electrical safety and code compliance. Secondly, electrical theory, covering direct current and alternating current circuits, voltage, current, resistance, and power, as well as transformers and motors. Thirdly, electrical installations, including residential and commercial electrical systems, lighting, power, and distribution systems, and circuit breakers and fuses. Fourthly, electrical equipment, which includes wiring devices and fixtures, motors, generators, and controls, and electrical safety and maintenance. Fifthly, electrical calculations, covering voltage drop calculations, load calculations, and power factor calculations. To maximize your chances of success on the exam, consider these tips. Firstly, study the NEC thoroughly. It is important to know the latest requirements and interpretations. Secondly, review electrical theory. Understand the fundamentals of electricity, including voltage, current, resistance, power, alternating current and direct current circuits, transformers, and motors. Thirdly, practice electrical calculations. Become proficient in applying formulas for voltage drop, load calculations, and power factor. Fourthly, familiarize yourself with electrical equipment. Learn the functions and applications of different devices such as wiring devices, fixtures, motors, generators, and controls. Fifthly, take practice tests. This will help you identify areas where you need improvement and allows you to focus your studies accordingly. Finally, manage your time wisely during the exam. Answer the questions you know first and return to the more challenging ones later. A previous taker stated that the exam was challenging but fair and recommended studying the NEC thoroughly. Another recommended ensuring you have a strong understanding of electrical calculations and circuit theory. Another recommended to take your time and pace yourself and do not rush through the questions. Bring a calculator and extra pencils. The exam is timed and you do not want to waste time on non-mechanical issues. A final previous taker said that the exam questions were very specific, so make sure you know the details of the code requirements. A deeper dive into each of the content areas will help you prepare for the exam. Let's begin with electrical codes. This section assesses your knowledge of the National Electrical Code, or NEC, which is a widely adopted standard for safe electrical installations. You should be familiar with the NEC requirements for various types of electrical work, including wiring methods, overcurrent protection, grounding, and bonding. Furthermore, understanding how to interpret the NEC is crucial, as the code can be complex and open to interpretation. Pay close attention to definitions, tables, and examples provided in the NEC. It is also important to stay updated on the latest additions and amendments to the NEC, as codes are updated regularly to reflect changes in technology and safety practices. In addition to knowing the NEC, you should also be aware of electrical safety practices and code compliance procedures. This includes understanding the hazards associated with electricity, such as shock, arc flash, and fire, and knowing how to mitigate these risks. Compliance with electrical codes is essential for ensuring the safety of people and property. Moving on to electrical theory, this section tests your understanding of fundamental electrical principles and concepts. This includes direct current and alternating current circuits, which are the foundation of all electrical systems. You should be able to analyze simple circuits using Ohm's law, which states that voltage equals current times resistance, and Kirchhoff's laws, which describe the conservation of current and voltage in electrical networks. Also, you need to understand the relationships between voltage, current, resistance, and power. Power is the rate at which electrical energy is transferred and is calculated as voltage times current. You should be able to calculate power in direct current and alternating current circuits, taking into account the effects of power factor in alternating current circuits. Transformers and motors are also important topics in electrical theory. Transformers are used to step up or step down voltage levels in alternating current circuits, while motors convert electrical energy into mechanical energy. You should understand the principles of operation of transformers and motors, as well as their applications in various electrical systems. Next, electrical installations covers the practical aspects of installing and maintaining electrical systems in residential and commercial buildings. This includes knowledge of different wiring methods, such as conduit, cable, and raceway systems, as well as the proper techniques for terminating and splicing wires. You should also be familiar with lighting, power, and distribution systems, including the selection and installation of lighting fixtures, receptacles, and switches. Circuit breakers and fuses are essential components of electrical systems as they provide overcurrent protection. You should understand the different types of circuit breakers and fuses, as well as their ratings and applications. Furthermore, you should know how to select the appropriate overcurrent protection device for a given circuit based on the load and conductor size. Electrical equipment covers a wide range of devices and components used in electrical systems. This includes wiring devices and fixtures, such as switches, receptacles, and lighting fixtures, as well as motors, generators, and controls. You should be familiar with the functions and applications of these devices, as well as their installation and maintenance requirements. Electrical safety is also a key consideration when working with electrical equipment. You should be aware of the potential hazards associated with electrical equipment, such as shock, arc flash, and fire, and know how to mitigate these risks. This includes using personal protective equipment, such as gloves, safety glasses, and arc flash suits, as well as following lockout-tagout procedures to de-energize equipment before performing maintenance. Finally, electrical calculations assesses your ability to apply mathematical formulas and techniques to solve electrical problems. This includes voltage drop calculations, which are used to determine the voltage loss in a circuit due to conductor resistance. You should be able to calculate voltage drop using the appropriate formulas taking into account the conductor size, length, and current. Load calculations are used to determine the total electrical load of a building or system. You should be able to calculate load based on the connected appliances, lighting, and equipment, as well as any applicable demand factors. Power factor calculations are used to determine the efficiency of an alternating current circuit. You should be able to calculate power factor and understand its effects on voltage regulation and energy consumption. Remember, studying the NEC thoroughly is crucial. The NEC, or National Electrical Code, is a comprehensive set of standards for safe electrical installations. It covers everything from wiring methods to overcurrent protection, grounding, and equipment installation. Familiarize yourself with the NEC requirements and interpretations, paying close attention to definitions, tables, and examples. Attend training courses or seminars on the NEC to gain a deeper understanding of the code. Review electrical theory to solidify your understanding of fundamental electrical principles. Electrical theory is the foundation upon which all electrical systems are built. Understanding the concepts of voltage, current, resistance, power, alternating current, direct current transformers, and motors will help you solve complex electrical problems. Practice electrical calculations regularly to improve your proficiency. Electrical calculations are an essential part of electrical work. Being able to accurately calculate voltage drop, load, and power factor will help you design and maintain safe and efficient electrical systems. Familiarize yourself with electrical equipment to understand the functions and applications of different devices. Electrical equipment includes everything from wiring devices and fixtures to motors, generators, and controls. Understanding how these devices work and how they are used in electrical systems will help you troubleshoot problems and make informed decisions. Take practice tests to assess your knowledge and identify areas where you need improvement. Practice tests are a great way to prepare for the NCP CCI Electrical General Examination. They simulate the exam environment and help you identify your strengths and weaknesses. Manage your time wisely during the exam by answering the questions you know first and returning to the more challenging ones later. Time management is crucial for success on the NCP CCI Electrical General Examination. If you get stuck on a question, don't spend too much time on it. Move on to the next question and come back to it later if you have time. Consider additional advice from previous test takers as another method to help you study for the exam. Remember, preparation is key. By studying the NEC thoroughly, reviewing electrical theory, practicing electrical calculations, familiarizing yourself with electrical equipment, taking practice tests, and managing your time wisely, you can increase your chances of success on the NCP CCI Electrical General Examination. Consider creating a study schedule, allocating specific times for reviewing different topics. Consistency is key to effective learning. Join online forums or study groups to connect with other individuals preparing for the exam. Sharing knowledge and discussing challenging concepts can be beneficial. Gather or create flashcards covering key terms, formulas, and code requirements. Flashcards can be a useful tool for memorization and quick review. If possible, seek guidance from experienced electricians or instructors who can provide insights and clarify difficult topics. Consider attending workshops or seminars specifically designed to prepare candidates for the NCP CCI Electrical General Examination. These sessions often offer focused instruction and practice exercises. Ensure that you have access to the latest edition of the National Electrical Code (NEC) and any relevant reference materials. Having these resources readily available will be helpful during your studies. When reviewing the NEC, pay attention to the organization of the code and how different sections relate to each other. Understanding the structure of the NEC will make it easier to find information when you need it. Practice applying the NEC to real-world scenarios by working through examples and case studies. This will help you develop your ability to interpret and apply the code effectively. Review basic math concepts such as algebra, trigonometry, and geometry, as they are often used in electrical calculations. Brush up on your calculator skills and make sure you are comfortable using it to solve electrical problems. Pay attention to units of measurement and conversions, as accuracy is essential in electrical calculations. Familiarize yourself with common electrical symbols and diagrams, as they are used to represent electrical circuits and components. Before the exam, make sure you get plenty of rest and eat a healthy meal. Being well rested and nourished will help you stay focused and alert during the exam. On the day of the exam, arrive early to allow yourself time to get settled and organized. This will help reduce stress and anxiety. Read each question carefully and make sure you understand what is being asked before attempting to answer it. If you are unsure of the answer to a question, try to eliminate any obviously incorrect choices and then make your best guess. Don't be afraid to ask the exam proctor for clarification if you have any questions about the exam instructions or format. After the exam, take some time to relax and distress. You've put in the hard work and effort to prepare, so be proud of your accomplishment.